fall asleep to the sound of rain. Twining's sleep tea. So this is spiced apple and vanilla with chamomile and passion flowers. I'm going to smash it with the butter. So we're just going to say hello. I love watching the bees go about their day's work. And we're just going to keep going with these stretches. And we're going to drop the belly again, head in the air. And then round your back and your spine. And some little doggies came to say hello. So buckle up, relax into your seat, and let's get you fast to sleep. Hello, and welcome to this sleep clinic. We're so excited to have you here, and we are going to spend quite a lot of time tonight getting you all assessed and preparing your body for sleep. There will be 5 different rooms. These rooms will consist of things such as this room here, which I'll explain more about. Will be about your diet and personal questions. We'll have some mindfulness and sleep yoga outside in the fresh air. We'll have a full body massage and personal attention, along with trigger tests, smell tests, hearing tests, and you'll be taken in a car as well at the end of this session to fall asleep to the sound of rain and car sounds. So you're in for an absolute treat. Okay, so welcome to room number 1. So this is the kitchen, and for a good night's sleep, it's important to make sure that you have eaten the right foods throughout the day and at night. And we'll also be working out what is the best tea for you to drink before bed. And we'll be making you a little healthy bed night snack too. So there's lots to enjoy. Now, are you ready for this? Okay. Now we're going to begin with a questionnaire, I believe. Yes. So I'll start with this before we make your tea. We'll go through the tea. So this questionnaire, we'll do part of it first and we'll come back to it. So I'd like to take some details from you, if that's okay. Okay. Your name, please. And your date of birth. Alright. Do you know your height and weight? Okay. Consultant. want to know, do you currently drive? Okay. So we're going to start with the Epworth Sleepiness Scale. So, how likely are you to doze off or fall asleep during the following situations? This is not just feeling tired. So 0 would be never doze, 1 a slight chance of dozing, 2 a moderate chance of dozing, and 3 a high chance of dozing. Okay, so lying down to rest in the afternoon, between 0 to 3. Okay. In a car while stopped in traffic. If you're sitting, reading, or writing. Watching television. If you're sitting inactive in a public place such as like a cafe or a theatre. As a passenger in the car for long journeys. If you were just like sitting talking to someone. Sitting quietly after lunch without alcohol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A total of 10. We're going to do the Berlin questionnaire as well. So, do you snore? Yes, no, or don't know? If you snore, your snoring is louder than breathing, as loud as talking, louder than talking, or very loud can be heard in the next room. How often do you snore? Is it nearly every day? Is it 3 to 4 times a week, 1 to 2 times a week, 1 to 2 times a month, or never? Has your snoring ever bothered other people? Yes, no, or don't know. And have anyone noticed that you've stopped breathing during your sleep? So it's the same as before. So like every day, 3 to 4 times a week, 1 to 2 times a week, 1 to 2 times a month, or never, nearly never. That for a moment, we will come back to it, but first we're going to go through with your sleep teas. So that's the first thing we're going to make for you today. I'm just going to make sure the kettle is boiled. That we can try today, but we're going to work out the best tea for you. So I'm going to show you each one and we'll make a decision what to try. So we'll start with this box. So we have a raspberry leaf tea. So raspberry leaf, you can have this with lemon in it. So raspberry leaf tea is inspired by Ayurveda, which is an ancient form of Indian science. herbal tea, so it contains the richness of multiple ancient herbs. So raspberry leaf tea is quite good for your stomach if you have issues there. It's quite a good one for females as well. It helps build your lining and can help regulate your cycles. So that is this one, raspberry leaf. We then have immune tea. So this is with vitamin C. It's a zesty fruit and herbal infusion to help support your immune system. So it is obviously very important if you've got a cold or anything just now that's impacting your sleep, we would recommend the immune tea. We have buttermint. This is naturally caffeine free. A lot of teas are not caffeine free, so this is a great one to have before bed. So it tastes like a delicious harmony of peppermint leaves in all their fresh tasting glory, blended with a hint of toffee and vanilla notes for a dreamy, satin, soft buttermint finish. The creamy sweetness will take you back to the nostalgic flavours of a charming little sweet shop. I love that. So if you smell this, you'll get those hints of that kind of, it's like a mint humbug, is how I would describe it. So, that's that one. Okay. We then have our black currant and blueberry. So again, this is also a caffeine-free tea. So this is the cheeky laugh in your secret hiding place. The burst of water and the sense of achievement as a lucky shot is rewarded with victory. So what does it taste like? Bursting with the mouth-watering flavour of black currants and blueberries, this infusion will take you back to your childhood memories. So if you want something with a little bit like Ribena or other kind of squash or diluting juice, this one here is a really great option to have at night time if you're looking for that caffeine-free tea. Alright, and then we have our 3 sleep teas that will actually help you sleep. So we'll begin with the Twinings, chamomile and honey. So this tastes like chamomile flowers swaying in the light breeze, are a magnet for busy bees in the summer months. With just a touch of gorgeously rich honey flavour and a hint of vanilla flavour, this is a truly beautiful blend. So it says lie back and get comfy, open up a book you wanted to read for a while, and savour some quiet time. So that is your chamomile and honey. And again, you can really get that smell. So, and then we have our Twinings sleep tea. So this is spiced apple and vanilla with chamomile and passion flowers. So what does it taste like? This is a deliciously smooth and serene blend. The apple and vanilla flavourings and the chamomile bring a touch of comforting sweetness with a dash of cinnamon reminiscent of apple pie with vanilla ice cream, which is just so nice. Now, the reason why passion flowers are used, they are beautiful, exotic looking plants with bright purple flowers, but they are widely grown and traditionally used to support normal sleep, along with your chamomile and your vanilla. Okay, and then finally we have this, which is the Puka Nighttime Tea. So it's a dreamy bed of hope flower, lavender and lime flower. So it says that nights can be long when you most need peace. Here is nature's perfect path to restful nights and vibrant mornings. A gentle crush of oat flower, soothing lavender and silky sweet lime flower. Let rest begin and sweet dreams follow. Okay, now tell me, would you like something that is caffeine free or something that actually helps with your sleep as well? What have you tried before? Okay. Well, I would recommend then either the sleep tea or the nighttime blend. I think both contains things you've never tried before and will help you sleep. you want to try this, the book at night time? I'll just make that up for you now, okay? Now we need to let that one infuse for 15 minutes, so we'll be ready once this room has finished for you to consume. Okay, so we're going to continue now with our questionnaire. There's only a couple of bits to go. So this is on section 2. Please choose the most accurate answer to each question and how you feel most recently. So how often do you feel tired or fatigued after your sleep? Is it every day, 3 to 4 times a week, 1 to 2 times a week, 1 to 2 times a month, or never? Okay. During your waking time, do you ever feel tired or fatigued? Nearly every day, like the same. Every day, 3 to 4 times a week, 1 to 2 times a week, 1 to 2 times a month, or never? Okay. Has your snoring ever bothered other people? Yes or no? Okay. And if yes, how often does this happen? Again, is it every day, 3 to 4 times a week, 1 to 2 times a week, 1 to 2 times a month, or never? Okay. Do you have high blood pressure that you're aware of? Okay. And do you know your BMI? It's okay if you don't, but if you do, I'll write it down. Okay. Now, this is about people who, so if you're sleeping with somebody, this is for whether or not they are contributing to your kind of bedroom waking up. So this is about, if, only answer this one, if there's somebody else that shares a bed with you. So do they snore loudly in their sleep? Is the snoring loud enough to wake you up at night? Has the noise been so bad that you've had to sleep in another room? Do they stop breathing during their sleep? Can you guess how many times they stop breathing during an average night? Like 1 to 10, 11 to 20, or more than 20? Okay. Have you ever felt that you needed to wake them up to see if they are alright? Are they restless in their sleep? Has their personality changed recently, and if so, in what way? Okay. Do they fall asleep during the day? Have they ever fallen asleep while driving a car? Okay, have we got any other comments about this questionnaire? Okay. Alright. Thank you for answering that personal questionnaire. It will definitely help us in treating you today. Now we've made your tea that's still brewing, so what we're going to do is make a very nutritious bedtime snack for you. We want to make sure that you're getting the right nutrition and that you are also not hungry before bed and not eating the wrong things before bed. So for example, if you were to snack on chocolate before bed, it will keep you awake because there's caffeine in it. So today we're going to make you a cinnamon and raisin bagel with smashed avocado on top and a little bit of smoked salmon. Alright, so I'm going to talk us through making this, and yeah, we'll make it together for you. So I'm just going to pop the bagel in the toaster, okay? Okay, so the bagel is in the toaster. Now, we're just going to use half an avocado. So this avocado is ripe and ready, and we don't need lots of it, but avocados are good for you. They have good fats in them. We want a nice ripe one, because if it's not ripe, it will be too hard to smash. So we're just going to take our avocado and we're going to just cut. Like so. And then we want to scoop out our avocado. So we're just going to take a spoon like so. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of Lurpak, slightly salted, so a little bit of butter. I'm just carefully peel this off. Put a little bit of butter there. Okay. And now we're going to take our fork and we are going to smash the avocado. We want to smash it with the butter. You just want to really mix that in together, so it's almost nice and creamy. And we're going to wait, pop it at the side, and wait for the bagel. Right on time. Here we are, so we've got toasted bagel. Now these bagels are thin, so it's not too calorific. They're thin protein bagels. It's just enough to fill your stomach. We're not doing a massive meal here. So we're going to split half and half on each. We're just going to pop the avocado on there. And we're just going to make sure we've got all that on top. Okay. Next, we're just going to add a little bit of seasoning. So, I like to put chili flakes and a little bit of sea salt on top. So we're just going to chili flakes, and then sea salt, and finally some smoked salmon. And this gives you some of the omega-3 that you need in your diet. Of course, if you don't like fish, you don't need to add the smoked salmon. But it's super healthy for you. to wash my hands behind you. And dry. And voila, we have avocado bagel for you. So this is absolutely delicious. And I would like you to just, over the next few minutes, to just slowly enjoy. Don't eat too quickly. And of course, your brew is just about ready as well. So if you'd kindly indulge me by eating your bagel and slowly drinking your tea. And then it will be time for us to move into your next room. And that is the yoga room. So we're going to be going outside. We're going to be enjoying the fresh air. It's important to get enough fresh air in the day for you to be able to sleep at night and getting that sunlight. So we're going to go to the outside room. And we're going to do some yoga together, some meditation together, and we're going to explore the garden. Okay, well, enjoy your food and your tea, and I will see you outside. Welcome to the sleep clinic, room 2, outdoors, in the beautiful late afternoon sunshine. I thought we'd go for a little explore before we start our yoga session. Beautiful flowers are in full bloom as it's mid-August. Green is everywhere, and some little doggies came to say hello. I love watching the bees go about their day's work in and out the flowers. There's so many different bushes and plants in this garden. And another ducky to say hello. A little lone buttercup. And clear blue skies with a hint of fluffy clouds. Welcome to our yoga session. So I found a nice spot in the garden with you to do our meditation and sleepy yoga. This yoga session has been designed to be very calming and relaxing. We don't want to make you work too hard before bed. So we're going to begin with our legs folded and slowly move our head side to side, back to front. We're gonna roll our head because we want to stretch our neck. Quite often we get sore necks when we sleep. And if you're like me, I often get sore shoulders too. So we're gonna stretch each side. Really feel that down the left side of your body and back over to the left so you can feel it down the right side of your body. And we're just gonna keep going with these stretches while we listen to the birds and watch the trees rustle and the leaves rustle in the breeze. watching the fluffy clouds slowly roll by. You can close your eyes now too, just focusing in on the sounds. Then if you lift your legs to your bottom and push your bum up into the air, you're going to go into bridge pose. This will just give your back a nice stretch and then release. We're going to do the same again, so if you just pull, almost as if a string, like pull your abdomen up and then lower it back down. And then we're going to do it one more time. So just lift up into the air and back down again. Alright. Now we're going to shift onto all fours because we are going to do the cat-cow. I love the cat-cow position because I really do feel the stretch in my spine, so this is what I absolutely love it for. So we're going to put your head up, drop your belly, and then we're going to round your back. And then we're going to drop the belly again, head in the air, and then round your back and your spine. You're going to keep doing this. You can do this at your own pace. You'll feel the stretch in your spine. It'll feel really, really good. And then we're going to do the same again, and we're just going to roll, so forwards to backwards. We're just going to keep rolling. We're going to round our spine as we come back and then go and drop our belly as we roll forward. Just going to go round and round. And then you can also switch direction as well. And then we're going to come right down into child's pose. Really stretch. It's important to get a good stretch before bed for sure. And then we're going to come up into downward facing dog, and you can slowly step that out as well. Then we're going to push over into plank. You'll feel your abdominal muscles slightly burn at this. And then we're going to lower down, belly to cobra. And then we're going to go back to downward facing dog. And then we're going to bring knee to elbow, knee to opposite elbow, leg in the air, and then step the foot, the right foot up, high lunge, hands to the floor, back into plank, slowly lower to belly to cobra, and then we're going to go back into upward facing dog. And you can pedal that out, but we're going to bring our left leg up, and then to left elbow, leg up, to right elbow, leg up, and then we're going to step all the way up into our high lunge. my socks, as you can see I have, and it looks like I've got little elf shoes because they're falling off me. Then we're going to slowly walk to the top of the mat, and I want you to bend, try and touch your toes, and then we're going to go to halfway lift, flat back, then we're going to try and drop down again, and then we're going to stretch up into the sky, hands to heart, and then we are going to do our couple of warrior poses here. So I'm just moving up to the top of the mat again, and I'm going to step the left leg back, slightly turn out my leg, and then I'm going to do warrior 1 into warrior 2, and then we're going to kind of come back for the stretch and rotate right round, and then we're going to step both feet back, belly to cobra, downward facing dog, step the left foot up, we're going to rotate, going to warrior 2, then we're going to go back, and then we're going to cycle round, and we're going to plank, and then belly to cobra, and then we're going to go up to downward facing dog, and then we're going to drop our knees, go back into child's pose, get another stretch. So again, this is just another super simple, easy way to stretch before bed. So we're going to come right now, and I'm just unfurling my mat, and we're going to lie right down, and we're going to stretch our legs out, hands to our sides, and just breathe. Slightly open your legs, but just breathe in and out. Try and get your breaths deeper if you can. Listen to the surroundings, to what's around you, and then stretch up so you get that full body stretch again. And then open your eyes and look again at the sky. Watch those clouds gently float by as you continue to focus on your breathing in and out, in and out. It's so nice to be able to do some sleepy yoga outside, just to get that blood flowing before sleep. You can bring your hands to your belly as well. Just relax. And then when you are ready, yourself into a seated position, and we're just going to gently do a little namaste. I'm just going to fold my legs again as we now prepare to head to our next room. We are going to our testing room in the office, where you will experience some tingly tingles. So let's head and join the tingle room. Welcome to room 3, which is known as the office. Here we're going to be doing some deep trigger tests and hearing tests. I want to see how you respond to sounds and see if certain sounds will help you sleep and help calm your mind. So I hope you enjoyed your yoga session and your fit and your tea, so you'll be ready to now relax and get into the zone of sleep and tingles. So I'm going to mark down how you respond, but what we're going to do is I have the trigger trolley beside me with lots of different sounds. I am going to make sounds without you being able to see, and I'll show you what they are, and I want you to tell me each time A, what you think the sound is, and B, whether it makes you feel any sort of relaxation, tingles, any calming effects. Okay, and then we'll mark them down. Some of these items will be really, really random, things that maybe you've never come into contact with before. Some of them will be everyday household items. Okay, you ready to begin? Excellent. Alright. Any idea what this is? Okay. And how does that make you feel? So it's an empty whiskey bottle. Sorry, that's my chair. What do you think this is? And how does it make you feel? may be a hard one for you to guess, but feel free to describe what you're hearing. What do you think it is? Okay. Yeah. And how did that make you feel? Okay, so it was a squidgy heart filled with flour. I'll show you if you do this, you might be able to see the flour inside. Okay. What's the sound? What do you think this is? And how does it make you feel? So it is little sticky gems that you can stick on your face. And it made you feel nice. Okay, and then what do you think this is? It is a wave bag or a little bean bag for your neck. And how did this make you feel? You're doing really great so far. Okay. Okay, next. a shell with crystals. Look at all those pretty crystals. Okay. How did it make you feel? Cleansing wipes. And how did that make you feel? Okay. Oh, what is this? Yeah. Let me do this. So it is a spray. It's actually like a little coconut spray for dogs to keep them smelling good. It's very nice. It's a pH balanced, cuddle ready, nasties free, calendula extract, oatmeal extract. For delicate skin, just makes them smell good. Now, how did it make you feel? The sound of the liquid with the sound of the spray. Okay. Alright. What's this? Can you guess? It's a Nintendo. My brightness is down, so I will put it up so that you can see my games. So my Animal Crossing, I restarted it recently. Then we've got Mario Kart, Minecraft, Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. It's like the cutest game. Monopoly, Little Nightmares 2, and Stardew Valley. That is what I've got. Okay, how did that make you feel? Okay. Great. What is this? jelly banana. I don't know why it's purple, but it's a little banana. It's got the banana skin, and then it's got liquid and like sparkles in the gooey banana. Okay, how did that make you feel? Wonderful. Alright, let's see what else we've got. What is this correcting sound? It is a sage stick. Smells pretty good though, especially when fresh. Okay, how did that make you feel? Alright, got time for a couple more before we move on to mouth sounds. I want to do some mouth sound testing on you as well to see which ones give you the like kind of tingly relaxation vibes. So, look for this. What do you think this is? Okay, so this is a little wooden. It's actually for massaging. Like roll it up and down your muscles. Okay, and how did that make you feel? Okay. Alright, well, let's do our mouth sounds. So that also involves whispering as well. So what I want to learn is I want to learn if there's any sounds from the mouth that are going to help you relax better. So we're going to do kissing, just little kiss sounds. We will do tongue swirling. We will do inaudible whispering. We will do finger licking, this, and we will also then do a little medley with like clicks, like that sort of thing. Okay, so let's start with kiss, kiss, kiss. Okay, so I'm gonna do it for between 1 to 2 minutes, and at the end I'll ask you how you feel about that. Okay. How did the kisses make you feel? Okay. Alright, the kisses. Okay. Then we're gonna do tongue swirls, okay? Okay, how did that make you feel? Okay, we're gonna do some inaudible whispers now. How did an audible whispering make you feel? Really? Okay. And now we're going to do some finger licking. Wonderful. And finally, we're going to do the little kind of tongue clicking medley. Okay. How did the kind of tongue clicking situation make you feel? Alright. Okay, well, I have to say that has definitely given us a really great understanding of what sounds that you respond to. So, let's head to our next treatment room, the massage room. I know you're gonna love it. Are you feeling comfortable? Ready for your treatment, as this is massage or sleep clinic room 4, and this is your treatment room, and we have you all laid out here ready for some relaxing massages, facials. We're going to use a diffuser as well to help you relax. This is a really nice room, this one here, because it just allows you to let go and just, you know, if you're ready to fall asleep. Your next room is a car trip, so if you fall asleep here, we'll just carry you and pop you into the car. Okay. So, I hope you enjoy. We're going to make some really nice massage oils for you. We've got different creams as well, and we're going to get your diffuser working. So, there's a couple of different concoctions that we can make today. So we've got the refresh, the air, the refresh spirit, activate mood, focus, exhalees, carefree, meditation, spring bouquet, autumn bouquet, tranquil afternoon, Sunday vibes, and summer outdoor. So it's quite a few. So we're gonna do one for your diffuser, and then we'll do one for your massage oils. So any of these? I'm thinking we should do tranquil afternoon for your diffuser, and then maybe refresh spirit for your oil. Okay, let's get started on your diffuser first of all. Okay, so we have the diffuser. close this here so you can see it. Okay. Right, so we are going to do tranquil afternoon. So we want chamomile, which I believe is this one. Okay, so we want to do 4 drops of this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we're gonna do rose for 3 drops, which is here. One, 2, 3. Then we need to do lavender for 1 drop. There goes the lavender. One drop. Then we have clary sage for 1 drop. So that's here, clary sage. One drop. And then we have patchouli for 1 drop. So I just need to find the patchouli. Here we go. That was a light green. It already smells so good. So 1 drop of the patchouli. I'm just going to give this a little mix. I'm going to close this for now. We'll come back to it when we make your massage oil. We're going to put this on. Going to diffuse this just now around your body. set this here beside you, and it's gonna keep, you can hear it bubbling, and it will keep blowing out some mist, and just breathe in and out nice and slowly. That'll help you relax. Okay. So, I'm just gonna come up close here because I'm gonna put a special cream on your face. So it is a special body butter for dry skin, but it's also really good for the face, and it's mango. And we just want to nourish and moisturize your skin before bed. This is super helpful for your sleep. It's good to keep your skin hydrated. Which is good. Scalp massage. We're gonna use this, which is the massage melt that has got eucalyptus and rosemary in there, so it's really like kind of refreshing. So I'm going to put some of this on my fingers and gently massage. gonna make up your massage treatment. So we said we're gonna do the refresh the spirit. So we're going to use a base oil. This here is the base oil. A little bit of coconut. Okay, now we're going to do 3 lots of lavender. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So 3 drops of lavender, and then we want to do 2 drops of sweet orange. So here we are. One, 2. And then we're gonna do 2 drops. Oh, there's a loud car. 2 drops of bergamot. One, 2. And finally, 1 drop of frankincense, which I believe is right next to it here. One drop. I'm going to give this a really good mix. Smell that. It smells gorgeous, doesn't it? Really great. Alright. Well, we will do a little bit of starting off with your legs. Sorry, we'll start off with your upper body and then we'll move to your legs and your feet. So I'm just going to put this way. Okay. your feet are super soft now. I'm so sorry. I think I just pulled your leg off. Here, let me just put your leg back on to you. Yeah, okay. Is that better? Yeah, you sure? Okay, good. Great. Well, maybe that's enough of the massaging today. Focus on this. I want you to just relax, okay? Get yourself ready for your car trip. Just close your eyes. Dream away. Think of wonderful things. You've had such a busy day. And we've learned so much together about your ability to fall asleep. So just close your eyes and breathe in this scent. It's making you very sleepy. Very, very sleepy. We better take you now to the car. Do you want to be carried to the car? Yeah, you'd like to be carried. That is no problem at all. Okay, I'll get your dressing gown for you. Your pajamas. And we'll go to the car. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Sleep Clinic, room 5, which is this relaxing, soothing drive in the rain, in the evening, to help you sleep. The idea is that you will slowly drift off to sleep let's get you fast asleep. Your bedtime story is an excerpt from The Spinner and the Monks. The schoolmistress had told me I should find snowdrops behind San Damaso. If she had not asserted such competent knowledge, I should have doubted her translation of personage. She meant Christmas roses all the while. However, I went looking for snowdrops. The walls broke down suddenly, and I was out in a grassy olive orchard, following a track beside pieces of fallen, overgrown masonry. So I came to skirt the brink of a steep little gorge, at the bottom of which a stream was rushing down its steep slant to the lake. Here I stood to look for my snowdrops. The grassy, rocky bank went down steep from my feet. I heard water tattle-tattling away in deep steep from my feet. There were pale flecks in the dimness, but these I knew were primroses, so I scrambled down. Looking up out of the heavy shadow that lay in the cleft, I could see right in the sky grey rocks shining translucent in the pure empyrean. Are they so far up? I thought. I did not dare to say, am I so far down? But I was uneasy. Nevertheless, it was a lovely place, in the cold shadow, complete. When one forgot the shining rocks far above, it was a complete, shadowless world of shadow. Primroses were everywhere in nests of pale bloom upon the dark, steep face of the cleft, and tongues of fern hanging down the dark, steep face. And here and there under rods and twigs of bushes were tufts of wrecked Christmas roses, nearly over, but still, in the coldest corners, the lovely buds like handfuls of snow. There had been such crowded, sumptuous tufts of Christmas roses everywhere in the stream gullies during the shadow of winter that these few remaining flowers were hardly noticeable. I gathered instead the primroses that smelled of earth and of the weather. There were no snowdrops. I had found the day before a bank of crocuses, pale, fragile, lilac-coloured flowers with dark veins, pricking up keenly like myriad little lilac-coloured flames among the grass under the olive trees, and I wanted very much to find the snowdrops hanging in the gloom, but there were not any. I gathered a handful of primroses, then I climbed suddenly, quickly out of the deep water course, anxious to get back to the sunshine before the evening fell. Up above I saw the olive trees and the sunny golden grass, and sunlit grey rocks immensely high up. I was afraid lest the evening would fall whilst I was groping around like an otter in the damp and the darkness, that the day of sunshine would be over. Soon I was up in the sunshine again, on the turf under the olive trees, reassured. It was the upper world of glowing light, and I was safe again. All the olives were gathered, and the mills were going night and
high sunlight along the uppermost terrace of the military road. It sat in the warm stillness of the transcendent afternoon. The 4 o'clock steamer was creeping down the lake from the Austrian end, creeping under the cliffs. Far away the Verona side, beyond the island, lay fused in dim gold. The mountain opposite was so still that my heart seemed to fade in its beating as if it would be still. All was perfectly still, pure substance. The little steamer on the floor of the world below, the mules down the road cast no shadow. They too were pure sun substance, travelling on the surface of the sun-made world. A cricket hopped near me. Then I remembered that it was Saturday afternoon, when a strange suspension comes over the world. And then, just below me, I saw 2 monks walking in their garden between the naked bony vines, walking in their wintry garden of bony vines and olive trees, their brown cassocks passing between the brown vine stalks, their heads bared to the sunshine, sometimes a glint of light as their feet strode from under their skirts. It was so still, everything so perfectly suspended, that I felt them talking. They marched with the peculiar march of monks, a long loping stride, their heads together, their skirts swaying slowly. 2 brown monks with hidden hands, sliding under the bony vines and beside the cabbages, their heads always together in hidden converse. It was as if I were attending with the dark soul to their inaudible undertone. All the time I sat still in silence, I was one with them, a partaker, though I could hear no sound of their voices. I went with the long stride of their skirted feet, that slid springless and noiseless from end to end of the garden and back again. Their hands were kept down at their sides, hidden in the long sleeves and the skirts of their robes. They did not touch each other, nor gesticulate as they walked. There was no motion save the long, furtive stride and the heads leaning together. Yet there was an eagerness in their conversation, almost like shadow creatures ventured out of their cold, obscure element. They went backwards and forwards in their wintry garden, thinking nobody could see them. Across above them was the faint, rousing dazzle of snow. They never looked up, but the dazzle of snow began to glow as they walked, the wonderful, faint, ethereal rush of the long range of snow in the heavens at evening began to kindle. Another world was coming to pass, the cold rear night. It was dawning in exquisite, icy rows upon the long mountain summit opposite. The monks walked backwards and forwards, talking in the first undershadow, and I noticed that up above the snow, frail in the bluish sky, a frail moon had put forth like a thin scalloped film of ice, floated out on the slow current of the coming night. And a bell sounded, and still the monks were pacing backwards and forwards, with a strange neutral regularity. The shadows were coming across everything because of the mountains in the west. Already the olive wood where I sat was extinguished. This was the world of the monks, the rim of pallor between night and day. Here they paced backwards and forwards in the neutral shadowless light of the shadow. Neither the flare of the day nor the completeness of night reached them. They paced the narrow path of the twilight, treading in the neutrality of the law. Neither the blood of consummation.